Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this May webinar at TOA Canada online. And my name is Louis Thomas, and I'm a Regional Sales Manager for Eastern Canada. Today we'll be reviewing the F and HS series, so the agenda for both of them are model overview, features and benefits, the mounting option, application, and design parameters. So in the F series loudspeakers, three models are available to us, the 1000, 1300, and 2000. All of them are designed for vertical or horizontal axis installations. Looking closer to the speaker lineup, all of them are available in black or white. So by ordering a F1000B, you will be receiving the low impedance version of the F1000. If you order F1300WT, you will receive the white version of the 1300 equipped with the 70-volt transformer. And if you order a F2000BTWP, well, you will receive a weatherproof version, black, with a transformer of the F2000. F-Series is what we call a wide dispersion speaker box, so meant for near-field monitoring and background and paging distribution. They have been improved as far as dispersion and are what we call wide listening area speakers. So the pattern of dispersion of that speaker box will be 110 degrees by 100, and using our octagon horn technology, it's going to be a very smooth off-axis dispersion. Very nice design that will suit all of your venues and can be mounted vertically or horizontally. Choice of accessories, including all kind of special brackets and standard coming with all of those boxes is our standard mount bracket, and we'll see how handy it could be. The weatherproof model version is available to us, as mentioned earlier, and it's rated EPX4 for splash proof. It's ROHS approved box and repaintable. As you can see on that example, well, the boxes have been painted to suit a special safari venue, probably. The F1000 has been all redesigned, and 1300 and 2000 as well. And looking at the back of the speakers, there are flat surfaces, and on the side, well, they're faceted, and the design of that box has been specially conceived in order to reduce resonance from the speaker box. Now looking at the back of the high impedance models of the F-Series. Those are all equipped, obviously, with 70-volt transformers. So on the F1000, you have a maximum tap of 15 watts, on the 1300 of 30, and finally with the F2000, you will have a tap up to 60 watts. Again, looking at the dispersion pattern, as mentioned, from our technology of octagon horn, we're getting a dispersion pattern of 110 degrees by 100. So this is 110 horizontal section by 100 degrees on the vertical section. And standard coming with all the F2000 speakers, you will receive a horn adapter, and this adapter will allow you to have 80 by 80 degrees dispersion pattern instead of 110 by 100. So this will give you more tighter dispersion, and also will allow you to gain 1 dB of efficiency on the high frequencies. Looking at SPL and power handling for our F1000. Efficiency of the box rated at 1 watt at 1 meter is 87 dB, and used at full power on 8 ohm, you will have 69 dB at 8 meter, which is fairly good, fairly efficient for a small little box like this. And at 70 volt max tap, you will have 75 dB at 4 meter. Now for the F2000 power handling, efficiency now is rated at 92 dB at 1 watt 1 meter, which is very nice for a conventional box like this. And at 64 watts on low impedance, you would have 74 dB at 8 meter, which is very good, and will give that box a good projection. And halfway at 16 watt, 80 dB at 4 meters. So you will see that they could be very interesting as well for foreground music application, and even small live events as peripheral speakers. Again, looking at the back of the speaker. Looking at the F1000, we have pre-mounted screws there for a standard bracket, so the bracket can be mounted on the back of the speakers or on the bottom of the speakers for a ceiling installation. And the 1300 and 2000 will also give you this ability using our standard bracket. Or also, you may order some omni-mount brackets in order to install the TOA F1300 and F2000. So include with all our F-series speaker with our versatile mount bracket, and this bracket will give you all kind of possibility as far as mounting them. The bracket comes in 3 parts, so there is the speaker bracket, the rear bracket, and finally the wall bracket, and we'll see how this is working together. So the wall mount bracket will give you the ability to pan the box from left to right on about 90 degrees, and the rear bracket will give you the ability to tilt the speaker, and finally you will be able to mount them on a vertical or horizontal axis. On the weatherproof version, you will receive a special weatherproof coated grill, and also you will receive, by ordering a weatherproof version, a stainless steel bracket automatically, as well as a terminal cover in order to protect the connection of the speakers. Optional accessories available with the F-series speaker. So there is a ceiling mount bracket available. It's the HY-CM10 or CM20 for the F2000. The denomination at the end, B or W, will, as the speaker, give you the color of the bracket, so black or white. There is a board or wall hanging bracket available to us. We'll see that just a little bit further on. And a class 2 mount bracket is available to us also for both of them, the F2000 or 1300. So the wall mounting bracket will give you the ability to tilt the speaker on horizontal or vertical axis. And if you use the wall bracket, well, you'll be able also to pan the box. And on another angle, our standard bracket will give you the ability to do wide horizontal angles. As mentioned, the wall bracket will give you the ability to pan the box on about 90 degrees. In this example over here, we can pan the box from right to left. If you turn upside down the bracket, well, you'll be able to pan the box from left to right on the other sense. So very convenient when you need to install a speaker on the sidewall, just like house of worship as an example. And finally, the wall bracket, optional wall bracket, ceiling bracket, I should say, illustrated here for the F1000 or the F2000. And this bracket used with the rear brackets will give you the ability to tilt the box. And the optional ceiling bracket will also give you the ability to pan the box up to a certain level. So on the F1000 bracket, you will have plus or minus 15 degrees of pan. And from the F2000 bracket, you will have plus or minus 20 degrees of pan adjustment on the box. Our board wall optional bracket is illustrated over here. And this is very handy for a temporary install out of a board or on a wall in a hotel conference room, as an example. And both applications are available also with this bracket, so vertical or horizontal axis of the speaker. Another optional bracket is our cluster assembly bracket, giving you the ability to mount 4 of our F-series speaker for all of them, and giving you obviously a 360-degree pattern if necessary, mounting 4 of those speakers, or side-by-side speakers to have bi-directional speaker dispersion. Here is the recommended subwoofer that you may use with our F-series speakers. So HB1 and FB100 are recommended for the 1000 and 1300 version. Excuse me, and the 100, FB100 and FB120s are recommended for the 13 and 2000 version of the loudspeakers. As mentioned, they are OmniMount compatible, so if you want to use the OmniMount version of the bracket, you will have to order the 20.5 WA for the walls, or the 20.5 CA for the ceilings. And this will be compatible only with the 1300 and 2000 model of the speakers. Looking at the application now, we'll be looking a little bit more specifically transport terminals, house of worship offices, bar, restaurant, schools, and hotels. First example is train station, so train terminal over here. So we're seeing 70 volt distribution of F2000 WTs, working along with our 9000 series amp. In this scenario, the 240 watt single zone amp, and mainly used for paging purposes in this train terminal. Getting this dispersion pattern on the high frequencies, the F2000 will certainly allow a very good intelligibility of the paging in the train station. Other typical example for the F-series box speaker is certainly bars and restaurants, especially that the F-series box speaker are a very musical box. They really have a good quality of sound, so they will be excellent for background music distribution as well as paging in bar and restaurant application. So again, we have over here 9120DH illustrated, using only one channel though, but we have 8 of the probably 1300 illustrated there, mounted on columns to provide background music and paging to this restaurant area. Very good choice also for all office and commercial application. Very nice design, so they will suit very efficiently all kind of architecture for offices and commercial or corporate office, as well as boardrooms as well. So again, over here, 70 volt version of the 1300 is illustrated there to provide some background music and paging source, and a small F1000 mounted on the partition there in order to provide some background music and paging also, and using this board bracket in order to install them. Okay, now getting into the HS series coaxial array speaker system, replacing our legacy SL series. Again, 2 models available in the HS, the 1200 and the 1500, both of them available in black or white. Important to notice that only one version is available as far as impedance. They all come equipped with the high impedance 70 volt transformer with a bypass to 8 ohm on the low impedance side. So product features, we're using for the HS series our line array technology, and we have conceived a coaxial tweeter array for the HS series. This technology is really giving us a very high frequency directivity control, and the frequency response and the high frequencies are just so smooth. It's a very nice sounding box. Using also large diameter woofer, 12 and 15 inch are available for a good bass response. Very versatile, lightweight for portable or install sound. Only 22 pounds for the 1200 models, and it's still a 12 inch, so it's very lightweight, and only 30 pounds for the 1500. And an incredible price ratio, quality on that box, and very awesome sounding box. As mentioned, very versatile design, may be installed vertical or horizontal axis, and also maybe use even as floor monitor for both models, 12 or 1500 models. In details now, well, 12 and 15-inch coaxial design using 6 balanced dome tweeters in the tweeter array. The 1200 being ideal for speech and background music with low frequencies of 70 hertz, and the 1500 even better for foreground or live music events with low frequency going as low as 60 hertz. Both of them with 300 watts of power handling capabilities. As mentioned, equipped with the 70-volt transformer, but usable as low impedance box. May suit all kind of application as far as public address system or even close field monitoring or floor monitoring for small stage or bands. Paintable enclosure and removable grill, internal protection circuit, all kind of mounting options that we'll review, available in whites, and our TOA standard 5-year warranty. Looking in the back of the panel of the box, so 2 type of connection available to us. Speak-on connection, which is ideal for temporary or portable sound, and the screw terminals that are recommended for long-term installation.